Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Jimmy Jam Oracle. Thanks for joining me today. Remember, we thank the spirits for joining us today. We welcome them. Right now I'm shuffling the deck, and we are going to do a Celtic Cross for Foodie Beauty. And what is she up to today? Or, well, not today, just here lately. She's in Syria, much to everyone's surprise. Although we have been getting, again, the movement cards for her. I believe the Chariot is what we had for her last time. So let's see if this Celtic Cross has any more movement. If it does, that means she'll be moving again. Or if it doesn't, maybe she's there to stay. I don't know. But let's ask the spirit. Good tap, clear the deck. One more good shuffle. And then we will get started. So far, no jumps. All right. So we start with the first card. It's her card, is her current situation type deal right now. Who do we have? We have the Two of Cups. It is reversed. This is self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. Okay. So it seems like there's something rough going on right now. And typically this card is, because you see the two figures in the picture. Typically it's a man and a woman, but it's typically a card you find between partners. So I'm thinking there's tension in the relationship, disharmony, maybe even the distrust. It's talking about breakups, and it's funny because I believe we've been getting like breakup for Salah and Foodie for a while, which is ironic because she moved all the way out to Syria to avoid that. But that's her current state right now. Let's check her obstacles. What's her obstacle right now? Oh, it's another cup. It's the Four of Cups. It's upright. It says meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, and disconnected. All right. So it seems like, because the first card did talk about broken communication. And it's talking about reevaluation, contemplation, meditation. So really thinking is Chantal's greatest obstacle. I think what it's implying is that her thinking about like consequences and thinking about like which direction her life is going, or like she'll tell you she's very spontaneous. Like she'll just make a decision on the fly. And I think that's what this card is kind of representing. And it's also talking about apathy, which, yeah, apathy is like the opposite of empathy, where apathy, I think, is like, oh man, is just like you don't really care about much. And, you know, I think the card is also implying like that she doesn't put as much care into things as she should or should be able to. Again, they can go into the broken communication and disharmony in their relationship. She just doesn't have empathy for what's going on, either with Salah or just, you know, in relation to the relationship. So we go on to the third card, which is the Goal or Destiny card. It's basically a card that says what's Chantal thinking about right now. I'll put it a little bit low so you can see it. It is the Nine of Wands. It is upright. It says courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for the worst, pessimism, and weary. I do believe this is very relevant. Especially like her going to Syria. Like she knew that those conditions were going to be rough. How rough, maybe that surprised her, but definitely, she sees this as a test of faith, you know, in that she does need to be resilient and persistent. And it does mention a last stand. So I wonder if this is a final attempt that's going to be made to keep the relationship together, or does she see this as a last stand against like the haters, and that's one of the reasons why she has this persistence, this stubbornness. Like that's That's really what I feel like this is kind of putting out there. But this is how, again, like she's feels about the current situation. This is what she's thinking about right now. Her topmost thought. We move on to the fourth card, which is a distant past foundation. So what happened to lead up to this? We have the Four of Wands. It's upright. It says celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, and homecoming. Marriage. She got married. But yeah, that definitely ties into the fact that this read is, I do feel like it's really relationship based. So it seems like the energy of her being in Syria is purely for her husband, which, you know, we knew that. But yeah, I really do think getting these cards are telling us what's up. Sorry, I'm reading. Recent past events for the fifth card. Did I put that in the right spot? I did. All right, so recent past. Ooh, it's the Hermit. It's the Hermit. I love the Hermit. It's upright. So it says soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. It's funny we get meditation again. But the being alone, the independence, I do think it's an influence about what's going on right now. I don't think she wants to be alone. I don't think she wants this independence that she had or can have in Canada. I do believe she wants marriage. And I think she sees marriage as literally being tied down to someone, not just, you know, emotionally, but like almost physically, you know, like chasing after him in Syria. But yeah, so this is a contributing factor to what's going on right now. And I really do believe it's the fact that she just doesn't want to be alone. Scoot this guy down. All right, so we have the sixth card. It's in the future position. So it'd be a person or an event we need to look out for. What do we have? If I could set that straight. There we go. The Six of Wands. It is reversed as egotism, lack of confidence, lack of recognition, unpopular, discredited, and private achievement. Another common card I get for her, I believe, egotism. Like definitely she gets accused of that. And then we have, you know, unpopular, discredited. To be honest with you, that's a view that happens with her quite often in Girl World, especially with the reaction channels. But I don't know why. It feels like something is going to happen with that. We'll get back to it. Let's continue with the seventh card. Yes. So this is a card for the questioner, about the questioner. In this case, Chantal. Got the Two of Pentacles. It says multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, balancing decisions. The adaptability is definitely something she needs right now. And the time management. Seeing her power. She only has like, 3 or 4 hours of power a day. Does say multiple priorities and balancing decisions. Yeah, I really do feel like that's definitely her right now, being in Syria. You know, she's definitely having to prioritize new things, you know, new way of living. And it's just funny because there's the Pentacles tends to be about money. And I do feel like there is a financial tie into the relationship because money or pentacles or something about like supporting a partner, or there's a card here that talks about like being a working parent. And I get that quite often with her, especially when I get a read for their relationship. So that's really sticking out to me right now. And then we have the eighth card. It says environmental effect. It's basically an outside influence card. So this is what's going on the outside of Chantal. It could be people or, again, an event. We have the Four of Pentacles. It is reversed as greediness, possessiveness, stinginess, overspending, and self-protection. Yeah, that could be definitely how people see her right now. The greed, even like the possessiveness, like her going all the way out to Syria, for him, like that's pretty possessive behavior. Well, they could be out of love, but like considering, I think in a live stream he told her to wait like a month and then like consider coming out there, and she didn't listen. We also talk about stinginess and overspending, which those are two opposites in the card, but in a way Chantal is like that though. Like she is, I do think she is very stingy. They talk about saving money all the time, but she is also, I do get to feel like she's overspending. Like I think she spent a lot of money to get out there, and I think she's continuing to spend a lot of money while there. But let's go ahead and continue. Again, like that's the outside, you know how people see her on the outside. So we have her inner emotions. So this could be a secret fear or hope. So I'd flip that. We have temperance, who is reversed. It says imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism / addiction, self-healing, and realignment. Okay. So definitely, like, yeah, I would say this is an inner fear. The imbalance, which keeps popping up, and the overindulgence, the addiction. So this is her innermost fear. I really believe that. Okay, so we move on to the final result. Everyone's favorite card, the outcome card. What do we have? The Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. It says abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture or prosperity. That's strange. It's talking about new money, new opportunity for money. There is something about the cards that I did not see, which I think is very telling. I did not see any movement. No movement at all. Which I find very interesting, because like every time I do read for her, there is some sort of movement, and you check back, like there's movement for every single time. There's no movement. But it seems like wherever she is going to find, again, like financial opportunities, or, you know, that abundance, maybe even like new content for the channel. Not sure. But definitely, like, something financially is going to work out for her. Now, there is a card I would like to get back to, and that is the future position card. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push these guys aside. And if they become relevant, I will grab them again, but I don't think they will. This one, where it's talking about lack of confidence, lack of recognition, unpopular. It's definitely in the future position. So let's ask the spirits, what does this Six of Wands have to do with Chantal? What does it mean in the future position? What happens? It's just funny because it's the card suggests like something is going to happen. It just doesn't say what. Okay, we have the Fool, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have, what is this? The Eight of Wands. Sorry, I'm having to look around the camera because it's right in front of me. All right, so I have the Fool. It says new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. This is funny because it's going right along with this Ace of Pentacles, where it's talking about a new venture, new career or financial opportunity, like something new. She's going to start something new. And then we move on to the Queen of Pentacles, whose reverse is financial independence, self-care, work-home conflict, self-centered jealousy, and smothering. Nice. I do think that does go hand in hand with, where is it? Where it says jealousy and smothering. This was the outside influence card. And what do we see? We see possessiveness and greediness. And I really do think these are related. It also talks about financial independence, which is, again, in the Ace of Pentacles. It suggests something financially is going to work out for her. Whether it's this new venture, she's going to make coin. But where and how that coin happens, I'm not sure. Oh, and with this card too, it also talks about... Oh, we'll see, we have self-centered. And then we have egotism. Right? Sorry. Right in this Six of Wands. Okay. Let's move on with the next card. We have, again, the Eight of Wands. It's reversed as delays, frustration, holding off, waiting, panic, and slow down. So it seemed like whatever this is going on, it's delayed. Like, it's not going to be happening for a minute. And it's causing frustration. Like, there's waiting. Is she waiting for something, or this thing is waiting to happen? It might just be implying, like, yeah, this is future. But it's not the near future. It could be the far future. We're not like, well, I would hope it's not like super far. Okay, let's do one more 3-card read. There we go. Set those cards aside. Let's ask one question. Spirit, is Chantal staying in Syria? Again, no jump outs. I don't really think the spirits have much to say. At least nothing new. Okay, what do we have? We have the Hierophant is reversed. It says personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, definitely Chantal. Unconventional, definitely Chantal. Foolish, yep. Talks about generosity, frailty, unorthodox, hypocrisy, blind faith, and misconception. There's a lot of words in there that represent Chantal, definitely. And it's funny because it talks about freedom, and freedom and independence are two big words that we get for her quite a bit. And I really do believe she has the ability to pretty much do whatever she wants to do, and she will exercise that. So, like, that wordage really does go hand in hand with her, but, like, so does going against the grain and unconventional, unorthodox, hypocrisy. Definitely those are things that are also representative of her. So I think this is kind of a card that's like, yeah, we're talking about her. Oh, that is a transition card, the Six of Swords. It says transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, and moving on. So that's, I don't know, because it is in the present position. So I don't know if that's talking about her moving on from Canada, or it could be her potentially moving on from Syria. Let's read the last card. Last card tends to be the future or the outcome card. It's the King of Wands. He's reversed. It says impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Yeah, definitely Chantal as well. She definitely gives herself that unachievable expectations. Wherever she goes or whatever she does. And the impulsiveness as well, and the haste. Okay, so it seems like the spirits are saying that she will leave Syria, and it's going to be fast. Which anytime Chantal travels, it's fast. It's never it is never a slow transition. You know, like, oh, you guys, I need to pack up my stuff, and I need to do this, I need to do that. Nope, it's always gone. Here one day, gone the next. All right. So thank you for joining me today. And again, just because the cards say she will be leaving Syria, it doesn't necessarily mean when, you know. A lot of these are in the future position. So we will just have to keep an eye out. But thank you for joining me. And remember, we thank the spirits for helping us out. And I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a great day.